Another quick intro before the video starts. Tomorrow's the 10th, which means Sparking Zero is coming out, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I love the Tenkaichi series, and I can't wait to start playing again after 17 years. It will be going up on my channel quite frequently, especially the multiplayer, as I've heard it's quite polished. I am still finalizing how I will proceed going further with the content on this channel. From the looks of it, updates and lore bits was more eye-catching than just multiplayer gameplay. I don't want to focus on just Warhammer though, rather just the games that I enjoy, but Space Marine will always be the backbone as a big reason for restarting my channel. Warhammer isn't going away though, just to be clear. It's just, I really like Dragon Ball. Between that and Warhammer, I am a much bigger fan of Dragon Ball than I am Warhammer. Warhammer was kind of more some 3-4 years ago that I picked up, not the hobby, but just the universe itself in general, all the stories and the lore and everything, just everything about Warhammer. Just the tabletop, no, I've never dealt with, but Warhammer will still be up on this channel, as I know some people who have watched the channel came here for Space Marine. So I don't know how things moving forward will do with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I am going to be fluctuating between Dragon Ball and Space Marine. Maybe every other video will be the other game, but who knows? I'll see what happens moving forward. So anyway, let's get on with it. So Space Marine 2 was updated yesterday, and it was just a small hotfix for various bugs. Biggest one was the performance issues that came with the 3.0 update. It was affecting melee in particular, with many of the attack animations freezing mid-frame. This was making it difficult to land parries and dodging. Many times it was getting so bad that melee would seemingly cancel itself out, especially whenever you would try to do a charged attack or a heavy attack. But unsurprisingly, the AI would never have this issue, so you would always get fluctuating health issues going on with armor, and suddenly your health comes back, and then suddenly your armor came back, and then suddenly your armor was depleting. So I'm happy that's all gone. Yes, their attacks would freeze just as often, but would always land their attacks regardless. Fighting off several Majoris enemies at once in melee combat was some of the worst moments I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. This update brought with it 5 hotfixes, fixed several crashes, fixed heavy stutters on some CPUs. I believe this was my issue, which included the aforementioned melee problems as well as the constant audio cutting in and out, fixed launch issue on Linux and Steam Deck, fixed issue with dynamic resolution and ultra-wide screens, and fixed an issue with upscalers using wrong resolution parameters. Don't know what that means. I'm not as much of a techie as I probably should be. All in all, this is a pretty good hotfix. It fixes problems I'm sure everyone and anyone has been experiencing so far, and it's good that this rollout came ahead of the major update coming later in October, which is the new operation. I was able to confidently go into ruthless difficulty now that the game has been patched, and actually start earning some relic armory data. So now my tactical marine and my assault marine are fully ready to do the new Tyranid operation and fight the new enemy as well. At the moment, there really isn't a terminus or extremis enemy that's difficult, as you can see here with the Neurothrope, which is an extremis enemy type. Apart from the Hive Tyrant, maybe that particular boss fight can snowball pretty quickly, though I'd like to see more boss fights like the Hive Tyrant. When everything is going smoothly, you have a good team, internet isn't screwing you up, the Hive Tyrant actually is a pretty fun boss to fight, especially if you're melee focused. For now, the game is back on track, but there is that one possibility of derailing it again, being the October update. So here's to a smooth 3 months of 2024 and smooth sailing on slaying the enemies of the Imperium. Alright, that wraps this one up. Short video for a small hotfix. I'll just let the gameplay speak for itself. If you've watched this far and you saw my previous videos, you'll see how jank the gameplay was when 3.0 dropped. Now here you get to see smooth gameplay. So until next time.